Hey, hey, are we live, rock stars? Welcome. Good afternoon and welcome to our Planning 2021. Oh my goodness, are you guys excited? Here we are. Live, rock stars, welcome. All right. I'm going to keep that open here so I can check on all of the comments. Drop a comment here if you guys are excited for today's planning session. Drop a comment here. If you guys are excited to let go of 2020 and move powerfully here into 2021, welcome. Welcome on the Inside Rock Stars. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. Drop a comment here. Let us know. Let me know if you're excited. Drop 2021 here below if you are excited for 2021, excited to let go of the old. It's been such a crazy year. Yes, a lot of changes for a lot of people, especially in career, in how we work and how we show up and how much balance and pleasure. This has been a tremendous year, I think, for everyone to really take stock in what gives me pleasure. How do I want to show up? What is important in my life? So comment here below. Let's check. Oh, what's up? Jessica's here. Irene is here. Absolutely. Michelle. Amazing. Michelle is here. 2021. Boom, you guys. Where are you calling in from? I'm going to, I have some powerful training for you guys here today and some slides. Comment here. Where are you guys calling in from? Where are you in this amazing world? I'm having some tea here with you guys in Mount Shasta. The mountain is absolutely incredible and gorgeous. And I can tell you, every day that I sit here in this house that was manifested through the processes that I'm going to be teaching you here today on this call, and watch this pink mountain sunset, I am blown away. Every day that I get to powerfully show up and serve these amazing, incredible love leaders and women on the inside of our programs, who are showing up and betting on themselves and, really making a stake and a claim of, hey, this is the last year I tolerate less than I deserve. I'm going to do this inner healing work. I'm going to do this sales attraction system. I'm going to get my coaching business out there. I'm going to live my purpose. I'm going to tackle all of the tech stuff. I'm going to tackle all of my own, fear and mindset gremlins about my ability to do this. I'm amazed at what has been created, because in 2006, I went bankrupt, okay? So you're looking at 2006, I go bankrupt. I run my coaching business, for about 5-6 years, about $100,000 a year as a solo entrepreneur. Maybe had like one or, a couple little virtual assistants helping me, to generating over $9 million in the last 5 years alone. My team had grown to a certain point where we had 30 people on the team, thousands of women around the world taking our programs, skyrocketed their confidence and cash flow, created this portable, profitable online coaching business they can rock in their bikini if they want to. I'm a Canadian. I moved from Montreal, Canada to Hawaii, then to Southern California. Now I live in Northern California. And the application of what I'm about to share with you here today will absolutely change your life if you apply it. And it's not a fluke. This is not a guessing game. This is this process of taking a goal, taking an idea. And I don't care how many times you failed before. I don't care how many times you set New Year's resolutions and it's flopped. If you apply what I'm about to show you here today, it will be a game-changing year for you in 2021. So welcome. Welcome on the inside. I do have to check my phone to see comments here. What's up? Dale is here as well. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Drop a comment here below. I want to know, where are you in this amazing world? And let's jump into the training. Also, please drop any questions that you have for me here. I will be answering them if I see them in the chat at the end. And let's get started. All right. I'm going to grab my slides. Fab Live. So this is really to help you guys plan and create more love, expansion, and freedom for yourself, for your business, for your family in 2021. This is not just a business training. This is not just a, oh, let me help you make more money. All right. Because you grow your business, you impact more people, you share your gifts. It's going to not only impact your money, your finances, it's going to impact your family. It's going to impact the way that you show up in the world. Uh-oh, something happened here. It's going to impact the way that you show up in the world and how you lead your family. Let me just make sure everyone can still see me here because something went weird there for a moment. Live on Facebook. Okay, let me try that again. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. It's not only going to affect your money and your income, it's going to affect how you show up as a role model for your children. Okay, you're going to be able to teach and take your kids on trips maybe. So absolutely, if you want to expand your income, hey, that's cool too. You know, you want to expand your freedom and travel more, great. If you want to show up more powerfully, sharing more, leading more with your heart, you're going to love today's training. So repeat after me. This is the last year of tolerating less than I deserve. This is the last. This has got the decisions you make, the standards that you set, create the results that you're going to get in your life and your business. Repeat after me. This is the last year of tolerating less than I deserve. You make that decision. Every time you make a decision, you take your power back now and you wield your power as a conscious creator. We can only have a problem when we have, you know, there's only 2 times we can have a problem in our life and we don't make a decision. Nothing changes. Being in indecision mode, procrastinating, for sure, nothing's going to change. Or we decide that our problems are bigger than us. Oh my God, I've made New Year's resolutions before, it hasn't worked. And we become hopeless. Okay. When we think that our problems are bigger than us, we have meditations on the inside of our courses that teach our clients and students how to become bigger than this ego, which is actually what's making decisions in your life. Most of the time when we're not happy or thrilled with the results that we have, it's because this ego mechanism, we're going to talk about this here in the training, is the one in control instead of you, your higher power, your higher presence. And we have meditations and processes that guide our students and clients through how to harness, activate, take their power back from this freaking rampant ego. It's always trying to protect you using fear of failure, fear of being judged, death, and how to really connect back into your source of power. And everyone can do this. Everyone is a conscious creator. We're just not conscious sometimes. All right. So I want to take you through 3 stages here of how to do this. Like, oh my God, everybody else here get overwhelmed when you think about planning a whole fucking year. Holy shit. So like, there's so much. How do I start? What do I do? Which ones do I focus on? I want it all, you know? Anybody here feel overwhelmed at this daunting task, or maybe disappointed, or maybe thinking like, oh my gosh, I don't know if it's actually going to work. I do this every year, nothing changes. So I'm going to try and break things down to just 3 steps for you guys. I promise if you apply this, don't just grab a pen and paper, you're going to need one. Do not let this just be another training that you watch and consume information, but apply and you will change your life. All right, I can't do that for you. So the first key here is, what the heck are your goals? It's kind of hard to like, you know, if you want to go to Rome, well, you got to know where you're at. You got to know where you're starting from, but you also got to know where you want to get to. And people, one of the biggest problems that people make when setting goals is they think, well, I don't know how that's going to happen, so I'm not going to set the goal. That's too outlandish. And they limit their capacity because they're using, again, the ego of, well, how am I going to do that? Versus just the what, getting clear on the what. So as you're doing this, my caveat for you is to really be sure that you are not acting from that place of, well, how's it going to happen? And from this expanded place of, it's not my business to know how, it's my business to know what. It's my business to know what, okay? So here are the different areas of your life that I'm going to invite you to write down. These are like people's really high values, and everybody has these in different order, okay? But your family, you want to make goals around money and finances, around fitness and health, around your friends, Okay, so I'm living in Mount Shasta. It's like a whole new land for me here. Mrs. I love new beginnings. I'm not going to talk about my astrology here, but one of my major goals for 2021 is to create a whole new set of friends in this area. I have friends all over the world. I have friends in Hawaii because I used to live there. I got friends in Montreal, Canada. I got friends in Southern California. I got friends in Japan. I got friends in Costa Rica. I'm very grateful, but I also want to make some rad, conscious adventure friends here in Mount Shasta. Spiritual, what are your spiritual goals? To feel more connected, to feel more at peace, maybe more balanced. Your personal development, maybe there's certain courses that you want to, dominate, master, apply this year. Your career goals. So what you want to do, and write down these compartments, okay? Write down these compartments. And then for each compartment, you want to make yourself 3 big audacious goals for each one. So for example, if we were going to pick career, one big audacious goal, and I would set these goals by imagine you're here, you're starting 2021, and at the end of 2021, you have this. So if it's a financial goal, how much money do you want your business to make? Or how much impact do you want to make? How many clients do you want? Or maybe it's being featured in some kind of, a TED talk, or, maybe it's, something, what's the end result? Okay. Your fitness or your health might be, to fit into your size 6 jeans, or to feel really comfortable in your body, no matter what you weigh, is another great goal. So what you want to do for each one of these is write out 3 big audacious goals for each one. That's the action step with this. And let's just stop here for a moment and go and see. Comment here below, what's one of your goals that you want to accomplish here by the end of 2021? Go ahead and comment in the chat. I want to see what you guys have here for big audacious goals in 2021. By the end of this year, go ahead and comment here in the chat. 2021, it's going to be an incredible year. I can tell you right now. TED Talk, Anna Maria. Karina says, I love your energy, Vanessa. You make it sound so easy. Overwhelmed today is huge. Let me tell you, you're not alone, okay? Changing my life for a start here. Goals are number 1. Good stuff. Release my first music single, Gabrielle. Yes. Give me one goal, you guys. Type it here. I just shared one of my goals for you is to have, make some cool friends here in Mount Shasta. Karina, I want to weigh 125 pounds, huge as I am. Larger than that would be incredible. Okay, right on. Deborah, mortgage paid off. Okay, here's a tip for you guys that are paying off debt. Here's a tip for you. Paying off debt is actually, it's a relief feeling. And we're going to talk about how we're going to tie in our feelings to the goals here in a minute, and how to catapult your goals using feeling. However, paying off debt is fucking boring. Okay. I'm just saying it is. So after you pay off the debt, Deborah, what else do you want to have happened? Make that a goal. Make that a goal. Okay, because paying off debt, if you write that down, it's actually holding in mind debt. And we want to go beyond the debt. So what happens after the debt? Let's stretch you just a little bit here. I don't care if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, doesn't matter. Ned says, make 100K in new business, get out of the rat race. Okay. So 100K in new business, how much profit? I want you guys to be very specific, because you can make money coming in, but it could cost you that much to make that much. And this is really important. We cover this in all of our programs. The goal is great. And then it's going to show us where to go in and tackle these beliefs, right? Because 100K is great. 100K profit from my business. I'm going to stretch everyone just a little bit. Release fear and be confident in revealing my true self in every way I live, Irene. I love it. So confidence and speaking your truth. Yeah. Being visible. Heather, free to travel and show my kids the world. Oh my God, I love this. Where in the world? Give me 3 places you want to take them. Anna Maria, 200,000 profit. Awesome. What are you doing with that $200,000 profit? Specifically, what's it for? Are you buying a house? Are you buying a new car? Okay, you've paid off your debt, and then what are you doing with the rest of it? I want to know this. That's really important for you to also, so you can connect. We're going to talk about this here in a minute. Tiffany, help 100 clients release their blocks and limiting beliefs to find their purpose and go for it. Awesome. And the financial benefit, the financial return for that, Tiffany. And again, some people, you know, I'll be honest, some people are not motivated by money. Okay. It's weird. I'm judging right now. I'm saying it's weird because I have been in my life extremely motivated by money because in my childhood, that was one of the things my parents argued about a lot. So I decided I'm going to make a shit ton of fucking money. I'm never going to have their problems. I actually did recreate my parents' marriage. It's another healing journey I'm going on right now, actually. It's fascinating. But money is not the problem. Money is actually not the solution either, but people have different values. Some people value family higher than money. Some people value personal development more. Some people value giving back. Spirituality is higher on their values list. So your goals may not be connected to money, and that's just fine. Okay. But if it is, I do want you to be specific. Costa Rica, Heather, awesome. Create a battered women's center in my abundance. I love it. What would you be teaching? What would they be coming away with? And how would you feel, Irene? This is a great goal. I love this. See, again, Irene has, it sounds to me like more of a wanting to impact the world goal more than the money. And there's nothing wrong with wanting the money either, okay? Madonna, what's important is that you're true to what you really want, okay? Madonna, love it. 150 paid off debt, paid off mother's new home. Boom, paid down payment on a new home for myself. Where's your house? How many bedrooms? What does it look and feel like? Anna Maria, 200K profit and therefore start a foundation to give back people in crisis, help people get back on their feet. Awesome. Where is this foundation? What are some of the action steps that you guys are doing every single day? I'm just going to take it and make it a little bit more tangible. Go for full custody of my daughter from her psychopathic father. That's a great goal, Cynthia. Absolutely. So what are you doing how are you? So keep that in mind. I want you also, we're going to keep going here with the slides, but this is a great goal. I'm so happy that you have this as a goal, and we're going to create some emotional reality, okay, around that as a framework to call it in. Travel, screenwrite, Deborah, where and what? Karina, to purchase a new farm. Yeah, put my healing center, help others heal, develop their spiritual journeys, impact the world. Love it. Irene, a life filled with a sense of confidence, a place to learn new trades, therapy for the family unit. My sister is calling me. Love you, my sister, but I'm doing a live stream. 5 bedrooms in Tennessee, Hills with a 3-bedroom mother-in-law suite. Okay, so this is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and continue sharing my screen. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, welcome. This is gonna absolutely change everything in your life if you apply this. So we talked about the different areas, and you're gonna continue this on your own. You're going to write 3 big audacious goals for each one of these categories. Okay. So hopefully you've taken a screenshot or you've written these categories down. Now, again, in 1 year, I have these. Then what you want to do is you want to break down your 90-day, you want to break down your year goal into like 4 checkpoints that happen every 90 days. So if your goal is to pay off, let's say $100,000 of debt, you're going to look and say, okay, within the first 90 days, I want to have this much paid off. You may end up paying off most of the debt at the end of the year. Okay, it doesn't have to be split into four equal parts. But what are your checkpoints? I'm going to take you guys through, exactly how to stay accountable to this. We teach all of our clients, and instead of our programs, we have weekly planning sessions to help them plan out how to attack their goals. Okay, so it's not just something that you do on New Year's Day and then, you know, February 1st, what the hell was that? You're back to eating your chips and macaroni and cheese and drinking wine and all your other shit and bullshit instead of sticking to the plan. Okay, planning is not sexy. Let me tell you what, it will get you everything you want. Absolutely. And then you break it down into daily action steps. So we have a framework that we teach all of our clients. And again, you know, that's how it's done, right? Getting the right system and the right accountability. Now, this is important because this is key number 2 now. So key number 1 is getting clear on your goals. Key number 2, we're going to move into the habits. And I did a whole live stream here. I hope if you really want to dig in, make sure you watch the replay of the live stream that I've done here in this Facebook group, all about habits. You can check it out probably in the announcement section here on the Facebook group. Habits are what give you results, okay? What are your daily rituals to install new beliefs and behaviors that come from the new beliefs that create the action that gives you the results? Most people just sit here, and I want to know, comment here below, what the hell is your daily ritual? Do you have one? Because let me tell you what, if you don't have one, you can kiss your goals goodbye. They're not going to happen. When I was broke and bankrupt, and let me tell you what, that was no fun. It's because I was, instead of causing my impressing into the consciousness and going after and believing in myself and taking the action steps and getting uncomfortable and, oh my God, doing things I didn't know how to do before and taking risks, I was just a victim to life, and life was just happening to me. And the past was just happening over and over and over again. So creating habits is kind of like going to the gym and having this daily ritual is like lifting the freaking barbells and pumping the muscles. Yeah, say it with me, pump the muscles of the habit muscles. Okay, you guys can learn this. Why do you think you see so many testimonial posts here in this group? Clients, wow, I made all this money, right? Because we're teaching them mindset habits that create new beliefs, that allow them to, wow, show up in a different way and get a very different result. It has to be this way. I remember when I first came to California from Hawaii, and I had written this, the best-selling book, Take Your Power Back Now, How to Overcome Your Resistance. We're going to talk about that in a minute, to creating a life that you love. I kind of had gotten so far into like the business and the strategies and the tactics and the writing the book and all this stuff that I forgot my own daily habits. I forgot this whole woo-woo law of attraction stuff. And I hired a mentor in California, and what do you know? He was all about this, a lot about this woo-woo stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, let me go back in here and really make some commitments to myself on my daily rituals. And wow, did my business ever take off? Went from, $10,000 a month to $40,000 a month. The next month was $80,000. The next month was $105,000, $115,000, $125,000 the next month, $145,000 next month, $160,000 the next month. My business stayed there for about a year while I built a team, and then $250,000 a month, $390,000 a month was our highest grossing month ever here at Take Your Power Back Now, a month. Me, coming from a family who, listening to stories that, my aunt had 2 pairs of underwear that she used to sew together throughout her high school days. And my grandmother who used to, starve herself to give her kids a chocolate bar. So a lot of us grew up with these stories and programmings and beliefs about what's possible. And we suck this in as kids, right? We're our environment, our teachers, our parents, and all of that has to be reshifted, refocused, locate, open the mind and say, what's this belief here? How much can you really have? How much love, how much. And what's really interesting, the work that we do with our clients, I'm really fascinated and passionate about, when they come into our program to do work on their money beliefs and worthiness and deservingness, holy shit, the relationships improve. I cannot tell you how many of our clients have gotten married, been proposed to. It's incredible because love and money is on that same, we're talking about deservingness here. So, all right, habits. Let's get in here. I want to know what your daily habits are. What are your, do you have any? Go ahead, be honest. I'm going to go and stop the screen share and take a peek here. What are your daily habits? Do you have any right now currently? Tiffany says, meditate, gratitude journal. Shada says, I need some good habits. Okay, Tiffany's got lots of good habits here. Nez, meal prep, affirmations. Deborah, I get up and do graphic designs, meditate, write a different goal to do each day. Irene, meditation, continuing education, looking at others to connecting on what makes me emotionally connect. All right, so some of you guys have some daily habits. This is great. If you don't have a ritual, let me tell you what, you can kiss your goals goodbye. Because the ego, I'm going to talk about this here. I'm going to continue doing my screen share because I could go off on tangents and often do, but I think I do great tangents, great stories. All right. Now, when you change your concepts of self, you change your life. And I can tell you that both my worthiness, my deservingness, my team, my company, my message, my brand, everything went to a whole new level when I started focusing on this, changing the concepts that you have of yourself, and you will change your life. If you don't have this daily ritual in order to, it's like having a shower. If you're not doing this on a daily basis, what creeps back in is your past conditioning. And there's a way to create new neural pathways and new beliefs in the mind. And it happens in 3 specific ways. We're going to talk about that. So there's 3 ways that your subconscious gets impregnated. There's only 3. Hallelujah. If somebody would have told me this when I was 21 years old, well, let me tell you what, I would have become wealthy a lot sooner. I would have had a lot less suffering, I would have had a lot more joy. And life has duality, yes, but I wish somebody would have told me this, taught me this when I was in my 20s. Okay, because it's actually simple to do and it's simple not to do. Okay, it's simple to do, it's simple not to do. So 1, you reprogram your subconscious through repetition. And why is this important? Because it is a law, like the law of gravity, that whatever is impressed in your subconscious must get expressed. You can't fake that. So when I became obsessed with learning how to impregnate my subconscious, holy smokes, did I start manifesting like crazy? All right, so repetition, that's how we impress the subconscious, impregnate it with these new beliefs of your now vision for success. Most people are operating from the past of what was possible, and they've never taken the time to learn how, and no one teaches you this shit, it's not your fault. Or it's like, oh, it's law of attraction. Oh, it's subconscious. Oh, it's binaural beats in your ear. There's several ways to get to Rome. I've dialed it into a system now that I've taken thousands of clients through. So this is not a fluke what I'm teaching you. We have very specific meditations, blueprints, walking through processes, systems for how we've been able to get thousands of women now results by applying this. And that happens on the inside of our programs. Number 2 is feeling. So feeling is how we impress the subconscious. And this is why we use affirmations. The affirmations themselves are just words. In the beginning was the word, and in the beginning was the word, and the word was God. Yes, word is vibration. Yes, but more than that, the words, because we have meaning tied to these words, they instill feelings, and they move us from a state of doubt to a state of certainty, a state of lack to a state of having, a state of worry to a state of confidence, a state of, you understand? That's what we're moving our state. Wealth is like a pink flamingo. You guys have probably heard me say this. Those floaties that you blow up and you go and you drop in the lake of big, you ever seen those big pink flamingo, big pink flamingo floaty. Okay, I said it. So wealth is like one of those floaties, and you could be swimming in the water of doubt and fear and unworthiness. And all your job is really to do is to move yourself into that state of onto the floaty called wealth, all the money, all the opportunities, all the clients, all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all the mentors, all the how lives on that floaty. The problem is you've had a few drinks, you had a few margaritas, and you got some tanning oil on it, and it's fucking slippery. You get on there, you clamber into the state of wealth, and then a bill arrives, and oh, fuck. Or, you know what I mean? Oh, shit. And you slip off again. And this is what we teach you in our programs, is how to get onto the floaty and stay on there, and what to do when you fall off. So you're not in the water of self and doubt and unworthiness and despair or hopelessness for too long. And you can move back onto this floaty. I'm really quite driven by teaching empowering things. Now I'm not going to do it for you, because when you graduate the program, I want you still to have the tools to effectively activate and change and continue and grow and transform your life. And these are laws. I became obsessed with this. And now, now you're learning some of these bigger ideas. And the third key is through visualization. So for your goals, okay, I want you to pick pick one of your goals, the most important one, go and circle it if you have some of these written down. And then what I want you to do is think about, let's say it's to buy a house, okay? I want you to create a 30-second movie clip in your mind of you like out on the back deck, having a coffee, watching your kids play in the pool in the morning, or out in the back deck with your partner or with your dog, having a coffee or drinking a tea, or having a dinner with friends and you're cheersing them. A 30-second movie clip that signifies you already have it, it's done, it's here, it's now, and you're in the movie clip. And you are cheersing people through your eyes. You're not looking at yourself. You are in it, looking in the movie of having it. A 30-second clip. And somebody that you love comes up to you and pats you on the shoulder and says, wow, you did it. This is amazing. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. A child, a spouse, a lover, a family, a mother, a brother, a sister, a best friend touches you. And we have a very specific process for how to use this. But what you want to do to create a new neural pathway, a new brainwave, a new belief in your mind is when the subconscious is open to impregnation. When is that? In the early morning, right before you go to sleep. When the conscious mind is closed. Conscious mind is like a gatekeeper. It's not going to even, that's why people make all these, oh, I'm going to make this goal and it's going to be a New Year's resolution. And then 2 weeks later, they're like, fuck that noise. I'm having a bag of chips. You know what I mean? Screw that. I'm going to break my budget. I'm going to buy all this shit. Because what they've done is with their conscious mind, they've made written some shit down on a piece of fucking paper. Okay. But what they haven't done is this every single day to impregnate the subconscious. And the subconscious is like a human being. You're either pregnant or you are not. There's no halfway pregnant, folks. You either are or you aren't. You pee on the stick, you get 2 lines or not. It's the same thing with your subconscious. And this is what Emerson meant by, if the principles are what give you peace. If you study the principles of life, there's a principle to manifesting. I'm showing you some of the big, broader strokes here today. So I want you to knock it out of the park for 2021. But the principle of impregnating your mind. So you have to do this when your subconscious is open, right before you fall asleep, right before you wake up. We have very specific processes that we teach our clients on the inside of our courses. And that's why you see so many people here in this Facebook group. And sometimes even showing up here in our live stream, some of our graduates, okay, saying, it was the best program ever. That's why. You will learn this and you will be able to create anything you want. It's not just money. It's everything. 30-second clip, rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play. And then somebody comes and pats you and you emotionalize the experience. You emotionalize with repetition and feeling and visualization. In about 21 days, you're going to start seeing evidence sooner than 21 days. But you know what? 21 days, that is a new belief now. And just like a shower, you're going to have one every day. You're going to actually, what trips up most people And this is so fascinating to watch, you know, whether our clients are here in a 90-day program or a year-long program. Every week they show up on the call and I get to track them, you know, to say, oh, they have this problem this week. Oh my God, fuck, I don't know what to call my fucking coaching program. I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. Okay, here's a clarity, boom. Oh, that sounds great, great. The next week, oh my God, my Facebook ads are not working. I don't know, I'm not getting any breakthrough calls. Oh my God, this thing, Okay, tweak, tweak, tweak. Okay, boom. The following week, oh my God, I got 4 breakthrough calls, but now they're not converting. Oh my God, Okay, here's some sales, you know, training. The next week, oh my God, now I have 2 clients, but now they have this problem. And it's like, okay, look, you're always going to have a problem. We are. I mean, I think when we croak, we stop having problems because we're always expanding. And the key here is that you're using one process, but your goals change. So, you know, as you get on this continuum, you really want to be sure, change the goals, and also notice and keep record of all the things that this process has brought you, because your ego's so fucking tricky. Okay. It will take you out. Oh, it's a fluke. Anyways, it's fascinating to watch people as they show up and apply, and all of the parts of their business and lives start to change. And yet still the ego. So let's talk about that. Key number 3 here is releasing your resistance. Now we're going to talk about the ego, because you can have a goal. I want to make 200,000. I want to pay off my debt. I want to, oh my God, I want to do this. I want to be on national television. I want to start a foundation. Okay, yeah. Conscious mind says yes, but your subconscious is running the show. And believe it or not, you know, I work with hundreds and hundreds of women every week. And you think that people are afraid of failing. Some people are afraid of having. Okay. So you have resistance. And this is what the Take Your Power Back Now book was really all about. Overcoming the resistance to creating a life you love. You know, the ultimate confidence guide for women. It's not just about, oh my God, I don't want to do that because I don't want to fail. It's also, oh my God, we have these unconscious blocks to succeeding. Let me know if this is true. Comment here below. I'm going to stop screen share. I'm going to chat about this. This is a really interesting conversation. Let me know if this is you. Okay. It's not the fear of failure. So we have both. We have resistance on both sides. Oh my God, I don't want to do that because what if I fail? Oh my God, there's another unconscious resistance that says, well, if I make so much money, the government will get me. My parents will come and harass me. I'll lose my friends. My husband will leave me. It's not safe to be that big, you know, rich people suck, or, you know, hey, all that shit, all that. Oh, yes. Oh, that's your work. When I say strap your tits on and get to work, that's what I'm talking about, my friends. It's the inner work. It's not the funnels. The funnels and all that stuff happens. You get into flow and it's like, oh, click, click, click. Oh, yeah, all of it works. But while we have these unconscious blocks and resistance to either failure or success, or this identity, again, this is our identity, right? Our concepts, these beliefs that create our concepts. We have resistance. Oh, the internet blew up my computer. The Facebook ad doesn't connect. Oh, the group is not working. I got kicked out of there, got banned on Facebook. All this shit out there. That ain't it, folks. It's all the shit in here. This has been my experience and the experience of my students. You go and you clean up this, and this outer work becomes very easy. So comment here below. I want to see, you know, do you have, what are some of your, people won't accept me, says Irene. Yeah, money and taxes are my issue. Deborah, Diana. Yes, strangers will ask for money. So you see, you guys aren't alone here. I thank you for sharing and commenting. You're not alone. This is very normal. And this is why being in a community, in a safe space to address this shit and uncover it And wow, you got to be able to like, what the fuck is in there? Oh, dang, that gremlin still? And be able to learn a process of reprogramming these old, they're just old stories. This is why we have our masterminds and why it's so successful, because you get to see these other mirrors, these other people, and say to yourself, shit, I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. This is normal. This is how you skyrocket your confidence and cash flow. You have to have these new glass ceilings, shatter them, these new beliefs about what is safe for you to have. Okay, so comment here, chat, working through abandonment, unworthy, orphan spirit issues. Yeah, it's really hard, really tough it's impossible to do on your own. You can't see your own blind spots, guys. You can't see your own blind spots. And what happens when women say, oh, I'm gonna read a book, I'm gonna watch a movie and do all this shit by myself, you can't see your ego. It's so fucking sneaky. But you'll recognize it in a community with a guide and mentor to help you spot out your blind spots. That's why we have one-on-one calls in all of our programs, as well as group coaching. It's very important. It's impossible to see your own blind spot, you guys. And then you could sit there and waste, 2 years, waste 10 months that instead, you could be earning and working through this. I tell you what, it's just an incredible experience. Denise, nobody listens to me or believes me. There you go. Nan, safe, had to disappear as a child. Being safe with high visibility strikes deep. Yeah. Guys, this is the work right here. And I'm so passionate about doing this with our clients, because this is what allows them to implement all this rad ninja tech shit, okay? So ego wants to keep you safe. Having your goals not safe. Don't get your goals. It's not your fault. You must learn how to dismantle that ego and the protective mechanisms of resistance. We haven't been taught this shit, okay? This is real personal power. They don't teach you this shit. They want you to clean toilets at McDonald's and, you know what I mean? Flip fucking burgers. They don't want conscious creators out there. Oh, let me put some fluoride in your fucking water and in your toothpaste. Do you understand what I'm saying? Society is actually not set up to teach you anything about your personal power as a conscious creator. It's not. They want you to go to work, pay fucking taxes, and be part of the mechanism. You know what I say to that? I get a big fuck you finger. All right, moving on here. I'm not going to get excited. Again, we offer this in all of our programs. It's the power mount, overcoming your resistance. You guys learn how to do this. I'll tell you what, money is just one of the things you guys are going to create. It's not everything. All right. Let's keep going. The ego will keep you to stand still with these. Write this down. This is you're going to look at yourself and look at your goals. And I want you to pick your biggest goal again. I'm going to do another check in here. Pick your biggest goal. Okay. And what is the number one thing that strikes you about when you think of having this goal? What is it? Because this is what the ego uses to keep it away from you. Number one, wanting approval. I need approval. I need to look good. Got to look good. Can't fail. If I do this coaching program, if I launch my businesses, what happens if I look bad? What happens if I fail? Oh my God. Got to look good. Needing approval. Number two, wanting control. Got to have control. I got to control this. I have to have control here. Oh my God. I'm out of control. If I go for this and it doesn't work, I'm totally out of control. Or safety. Now your goal is going to, and maybe all three of these things, but this is using these specific processes that we teach in our programs, shows you how to unhook these three ego traps of wanting approval, wanting control, wanting safety. And when you do that, what happens is you're in the love. You're not separate from your presence and power of love, because that's what we all are all the time. And the ego tricks us by separating us from it, from that force. So we become from a laser of love to like a fucking flashlight of dull nothing, because we're so separate. That's what the ego does. It separates us from this being vibration of love with wanting control, wanting approval, wanting safety. And it dims our power. So how to take your power back now is how to come back into union with all of your beingness of love. And then you can direct that onto money, this relationship, these finances, these things. Okay. You must, and this is how we release the resistance to having it. And then we impregnate with, the goals. And some people also call this non-attachment, right? You probably watched the movie The Secret, and it's like, oh, how do you go for a goal, and and how do you move into that state of I already have it, but also be totally okay with, it's okay if I have it, it's okay if I don't. Non-attachment. That's also another way of getting to that state. Remember? All right, I'm going to check in here and see. How are you guys doing? Which one does it? Okay, I'm afraid I will lose my freedom, says Deanna. Heather, yeah, I keep being told to send the kids to daycare, get 2-3 jobs. Yeah, that's not your truth. You're like, blind spots, nan. Okay, so I just wanted to check in and see. Really, this is a really great conversation. What will happen if you, let's just see here. Pick your biggest audacious goal. What's the worst thing that can happen? Ask yourself that question. You don't have to type it in the chat, but just take a notice of the answer. And it's going to show you one of those 3 things: wanting approval, wanting control, lacking approval, lacking control, or lacking safety. And that's going to give you a hint into where the inner work needs to be done. What's really in the way of you having your goal. I love this shit, you guys. I could, well, I do talk about this all day long. I've built a career around it. All right. So is anybody else loving this training? You guys getting something new out of this? Comment in the chat if you're getting something out of this. All right. I'm going to share with you guys here the best way to get your goals this year, especially if you want to create a portable, profitable online coaching business, is to have accountability and support. And that happens on the inside. This is our flagship program. It's called the 10K in 30-Day Mastermind. It's a 90-day mastermind program. It's 90 days. And we give you content. We have an 8-module platform. So, module 1, we show you about getting clear on your audience, who's your ideal clients, getting your mindset for success prepared. Module 2 is actually about the audience and the niche, setting up your sales attraction system. Module 3 is about creating a sales attraction system, a Facebook group, running paid advertising, breaking through your visibility blocks using our 30-day video challenge, monetizing your Facebook group. Some of our clients are doing $30,000 a month with this one lane of marketing. Module 4 is the I'm a Conscious Creator, and we really get into mindset. Module 5 is about sales, overcoming sales objections. You get scripts. Module 6 is about live streaming videos. Module 7 is about list building. Module 8 is about, now that you've had some sales, how do you create a mastermind program? How do you scale your income? That's all happens here on the inside of the 10K and 30-Day Mastermind. You can apply here below on this link. takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. If you want to hit your goals in the next 90 days, this is how it's done. You could sit there and try and do this stuff by yourself, but you won't see your blind spots. You won't, because your ego's absolutely invested in keeping you safe. And most of the time when people try and do it themselves, there's no one to hold them accountable. Okay. So what you can accomplish in 90 days will blow your socks off. And it happens in community. It happens with like-minded people. It happens when you have support. We have 4 live Q&A calls a week. We have Facebook calls, Facebook ads calls, sales strategy calls, clarity on what to call yourself, naming your programs, what to price it at, owning your value. You get to chat with me every week. This right here is our flagship program, our most popular one. Okay. So here's how you can apply. And when you do, you'll speak with a member of my team. You probably have questions. How can I apply this to my business? Is it the right program for me? We have a more advanced program for coaches who want to, okay, I'm making 10 grand a month, Vanessa. I want to make, 50, 100. Okay, great. We have a bikini business coach mastermind program for that. But apply here. And this is where, you'll get on the phone with a member of my team, a real life person, and we'll actually talk to you about What areas do you need the most support with? Is it breaking through visibility blocks? Is it mindset? Is it the sales? Is it overcoming objections? Is it the technology? What is it? And how can we support you? And are you really ready to, you know, commit to yourself? Because again, those daily habits, that's a must. Otherwise, you're just writing down a bunch of goals on a piece of paper for nothing. Okay, so this is where to apply. And some people are like, oh my God, you know, 10K a month, that's not going to cut it. You can do 10K a day if you want, you guys. You can do 10K a week, you can do 10K a month. I'm not here to tell you what your goal should be. I'm just here to help support you with my entire team. A lot of people are solo entrepreneurs and they don't have the funds to be able to hire, you know, crazy experts in Facebook strategy land, mindset land, copywriting land, tech land. But borrow my team. We're all here to support you. That's the power of a mastermind program. It's what I wished I would have had when I got started over 12 years ago. And I can say 12 years. You see these wrinkles, you guys? Count them. Okay, there's not 12, thank God, but 12 years I've been at this. I wished I would have had this when I started. Here's somebody who sent me a text. I love this because, you know, 100,000 in 6 months. She goes, 100K, not a typo, in just 6 months. Love you, Vanessa. Your program changed my life. Anyone thinking about your program should do it without hesitation. So that's 100 grand in 6 months. That is 20 grand a month. Okay. That's 20 grand a month. In a year, that's $240,000. A lot of you guys have posted here that that's your goal. You want to pay off debt, $200,000. How are you going to do that? What's your plan? How are you going to install new rituals? How are you going to achieve your financial goals? Well, I'm just showing you a how right now, you guys. I'm just showing you a how. And what would it be like if you were able to book 27 new sales calls a month? This is Holly. 27 new sales calls in a month. We see this happening all the time. When you start running paid advertising and you set up a sales attraction system, your results and your success become predictable. Not a fluke, not a, oh, I hope this works for me. Predictable, predictable. You want to be able to hit your goals predictably, consistently, repeatedly. And that happens with systems, you guys. Not a fluke. Again, here is where to apply. You can always check out the curriculums of our program. If you go to our websites, 10K and 30day program.com, you'll read through. If you're somebody who likes to get a lot of information, you can watch videos and go through the content of what's covered in each module, 10K and 30day program.com. If you're somebody who likes a lot of details, some people do, or bikinibusinesscoach.com. These are a year-long program. It's kind of a rundown. It shows you what we cover and how we structure the curriculum and what's included. All right. And then again, this is where you can apply. So repeat after me, rock stars. This is the last year of tolerating less than I deserve. If there is like one thing that you guys take from this call today, please let it be that your decision is your superpower, that wields your power as a conscious creator to create change. And your decision of, I deserve more, it's time for me to get this, you know, that's really the catalyst that starts all of this. Okay. No one is coming to save you. Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer already came this year. If they didn't bring you all your goals, which I'm pretty sure they didn't because you're on this live stream, this life of yours is 100% your responsibility. You start taking 100% responsibility for everything showing up and not showing up in your life. And that's when you're going to see some massive change, massive and fast. When someone says you can't do it twice and take pictures. There you go, you guys. So, who here has questions for me? I'm going to go ahead and do a quick twirl for questions. Thank you, Jessica, for posting the links here to our programs. If you guys want to take a look at those, who has specific questions for me, go ahead and drop them here in the chat. And what's your biggest takeaway from today's call? If you don't have a question, what is your biggest aha, your biggest nugget, your biggest dang, that was new, or I'm going to implement this, that was a great catch, one idea? Comment here in the chat, a question or a comment in the chat. I'm going to give everybody here a couple of moments because I tend to be very quick. And I know there's like a bit of a time delay because I'm actually watching myself with my hands go like this and talk on this thing. Biggest aha, biggest takeaway, one thing you learned from today's live stream, go ahead and drop it in the chat, or a question that you might have for me. It doesn't have to be about minds, it could be about anything really. I'm going to do one final twirl here before we say goodbye. Karina says, my biggest takeaway is that I got this, I can do it. Get the hell out of my own mind. Breeze, hey Vanessa, do you motivate yourself every morning? Do you have a routine? Absolutely, Breeze, I do. The routine is covered in our programs. It involves heavy mindset, affirmations, visualizations, movement. Yes, Queen Victoria of Sheba, my King, Savior, Lord, Jesus Christ always rescues me with joyous miracles. Right on. Nan, record my struggle. Ahas. Irene, changing the concepts of yourself and ego. Yes, absolutely. There's quite a bit of a time lapse. I'm happy that I give some time and space here, because as I watch this, I see there is quite a bit of a time lapse here between what I say and when it shows up here. My takeaway, we love you and thank you, great Vanessa. What's up? All right, you're welcome. Love leaders, again, have an amazing 2021, an amazing letting go of the old, what must die in order for something new to be born. Your new life is going to cost you absolutely all of your old one. Oh boy. Oh boy. And that's, you know, exciting and also really terrifying. So another reason to find a tribe of rock stars and love leaders, and give yourself that incubation space so that you can change your identity, work on new habits, be vulnerable, be visible, ask questions, get clarity. You know, clarity is power. And this is one of the things I love the most about what we do here at Take Your Power Back Now, is hold safe space for women to do that deep inner healing work. Melanie says, so much, see why I've been stuck, adjusting and moving forward. Yep, new habits, new actions, new results. For a lot of you, the new habit and the new action is to invest in yourself. Lean all in, get the support and accountability you need. Guess why? Because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. You've got to deserve it. You've got to believe that you're worthy and deserve it, deserving of it before you can go out and start selling it to other people. Yes? Yes. All right, you lovers. Have an amazing transition into 2021. I hope to see all of you guys on the inside of our programs. I know I will see many of you because I keep seeing some of the same names showing up here week after week. So thank you for tuning in. Some of our graduates here as well. So awesome to see you. I love you guys. You can absolutely do this. And again, if you want our support, if you want to join our tribe of soul sisters, love leaders, and rock stars, you have the links here in the chat below. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. Wishing you guys a very prosperous, balanced, joyful, peaceful, expansive, free, like the beingness of freedom, you know, being free. And I think it just is summed up by this, you know, really to your love, expansion, and freedom in 2021 and beyond. All of that and more, all of that and whatever your heart desires, rock stars. Love you. Happy New Year, rock stars. Bye. See you guys next week. Tuesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, mark your calendars. No, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, mark your calendars. I will see you there for more training.